One of the most keenly contested tournaments on the WTA Tour. 96 women went into the BNP Paribas Open, harboring hopes of lifting one of the most sought-after trophies in tennis in Southern California. Going into Tuesday, however, just 16 remained. Monday saw two top 5 seeds fall to lower-ranked opponents at the Indian Wells Tennis Garden. Caroline Wozniacki failing to make it past Belinda Bencic, and Ana Ivanovic suffering the same fate against Caroline Garcia. So with all 8 last 16 ties being played on Tuesday, how did the remaining big names fare, with a place in the quarter-finals at stake? Of those famous faces still left, Maria Sharapova had arguably the toughest draw. She had reigning champion Flavia Pennetta standing in her way. But having beaten Victoria Azarenka in the previous round, Sharapova was looking good and forced a break midway through the opener, and she would serve for the set. With Pennetta clearly struggling, the Russian took it 6-3. And she swiftly disappeared down the tunnel. That led to a surprising turnaround as the Italian came out rejuvenated. This forehand down the line, an early signal of her intent. The veteran was firing on all cylinders as she broke Sharapova with a fierce backhand. The world number 2 was fading fast as her 33-year-old opponent surged to a 5-1 lead in the decider. That proved too much of a deficit for Sharapova to overturn, as she becomes the latest high-profile casualty at Indian Wells. Pennetta goes on to face Sabine Lisicki in the quarters. Having ended her 14-year absence at Indian Wells, 2-time winner and world number 1 Serena Williams has certainly made up for lost time this week. Yet to drop a set, and having conceded only 2 games to Serena Diaz in round 3, the American faced compatriot Sloane Stephens, looking for her 14th consecutive tour-level win. A rising star on the tour, 21-year-old Stephens is looking to make it through to her 2nd consecutive quarter-final spot at this tournament. And she started brightly here. Williams looking uncharacteristically sloppy in the opener, allowing Stephens to take it in a tie-break. The second followed more of a familiar pattern for the 19-time Grand Slam champion, as she set about making her mark in the match. Playing her first tournament since winning a 6th Australian Open title in January, the 33-year-old ensuring this tie went the distance, winning it through 6-2. A visibly frustrated Stephens seemed to have lost her rhythm, and Williams predictably went about taking advantage of that in the decider. Having lost to her opponent in the quarter-final stage in Melbourne 2 years ago, the top seed ensured a repeat of that wasn't possible here, booking her place in the last 8, 6-7, 6-2, 6-2.
I enjoy it. It's really cool to see both American flags, and it's so good to have so many wonderful Americans coming up. The only thing is I wish it were a later round because I always want to see us do the best. But with that being said, I think it was a really good match and I really enjoyed it.
The American goes on to face Switzerland's Tamir Baczynski, who extended her winning streak to 15 after she defeated Elina Svitolina. In Stadium 3, 2 of the sport's rising stars faced up as Simona Halep took on Karolina Pliskova. It was third-seeded Halep who looked the stronger early on. She forced a break in the 3rd game. But Czech number 3 Pliskova hit back immediately as the Romanian let her guard down. Halep was moving through the gears though, breaking back and winning the opening set on an ace. A winner in Dubai last time out, Halep was looking increasingly sharp and produced the shot of the match early in the 2nd. She went on to break. Pliskova was able to return the favour, but couldn't hold off her dominant opponent, who took a 4-3 lead, to the delight of her travelling support. She finished the match with another winner. An impressive performance as she looks to build on last year's semi-final appearance. She'll meet world number 13 Carla Suarez Navarro, who progressed to the quarter-finals here for the first time in her career after defeating a plucky Heather Watson. The Spaniard twisted her ankle early on, but Watson couldn't capitalise on that, despite having claimed a first top 10 win of her career over Agnieszka Radwanska in round 3. Suarez Navarro winning through 7-6, 3-6, 6-1. Elsewhere, Ukraine's Lazia Cherenko shocked 6th seed Eugenie Bouchard to book her place in the last 8. The world number 85 earns herself a draw with former number 1 Jelena Jankovic. So after an exhilarating last 16 round, it'll be Simona Halep and Carla Suarez Navarro who'll kick off Wednesday's quarter-final proceedings. Serena Williams and Tamea Baczynski will also be on court as the battle for the BNP Paribas Trophy continues.